Spain registered a record high of 94 million visitors in 2024, and Spain hopes to reach 100 million mark this year, Miguel Sanz, Director General of Turespaña, tells India Outbound. Sanz adds that going forward, Spain hopes to develop markets like India with improved connectivity and bilateral ties.
2024 has been a fantastic year for Spanish tourism. We reached a record 94 million international visitors this year, and what is more importantly, we reached 126 billion euros of international tourism expenditure. That brings an influx of prosperity to the country that results in, for example, 12% of our workforce is employed in tourism. That is nearly 3 million families in the country live off tourism. So we can say that 2024 has been so far the best year for tourism in Spain. The main markets for Spain, as far as tourism is concerned, are European markets. The British market, for example, 20 million British people come to Spain every year. That's almost a third of the population traveling to Spain every year. Also the German market and the French market. But over the last few years, also the United States and Latin America are perfectly outgrowing markets. They are growing at a very high speed, 2 digits, and also Asian markets are growing very fast. We hope that we can grow also in the Indian market because we think that Spain has everything to offer for the Indian consumer. So 2025 we think is going to be at least as good as 2024. Our projections for the first 4 months of the year say that the growing the number of international visitors is going to be around 10% over 2024, so also a record. And the tourism expenditure in Spain for those same 4 months is going to be 16% above 2024. So the prospect for 2025 are very good. We do not know yet if we are going to reach the 100 million mark. We hope that we can develop direct connectivity with India. Also, 2026 has been declared a dual year between India and Spain, and tourism is going to be one of the topics. So 2025 has to be a year of total recovery for the Indian market, also recovery of the connectivity, and I think that 2026 we can celebrate new records with the Indian market. So we are working in the 3 axes of sustainability, being it social sustainability, environmental sustainability, and economic sustainability. And I will put you some examples. The government is investing on these 3 years, 2024, 2026. We will invest 3.4 billion euros in the sustainability of tourism. These are projects across the country to improve the sustainability of the tourism industry. They range from conservation of heritage to the electrification and the use of renewable energy in tourism products like hotels, like other activities, museums. So every time a visitor turns on the light in Spain, the electricity that is used for that will come from renewable sources. Also, the use of fossil fuels is being drastically reduced, and also we are improving in the relationship with local communities. So at the end of the day, tourism is a force for the improvement of the way of life, of the well-being of local communities. I think that these demonstrations, what they show, are the concern of the people for tourism to be managed in a good way. So we have conducted surveys across Spain asking people what's their sentiment about tourism. And the vast majority of Spaniards are very much in favor of tourism. They are conscious that, and they know that tourism brings prosperity and jobs, but they demand from local governments, regional governments, and the central government to manage tourism in a way that produces better standards of living for local communities. That the outcomes of tourism have to be positive for local communities, and we have to minimize the negative impacts that tourism can have. Spain is known as a sun and beach destination. So this is the place where millions of Europeans come every summer to spend a few weeks and relax, rest, and prepare for the new year. So what we are doing now is we are leaders and number ones in that type of tourism. But Spain is a very, very diverse country. It has the Mediterranean coast and the islands, but it also has the north, the inland Spain, and we are number one, for example, in biosphere reserves in the world. We have many heritage buildings that are spread across the country, heritage cities. We have natural parks, more than many countries in the world, and we have this largest highest speed network in Europe, second in the world only after China, which is a very sustainable way to discover the country. So we will focus our promotion from 2025 onwards in these type of products.